Hello, Sag, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach. I help you choose growth and the healing of your inner roots. I have an intuitive message for you today. This will look at your inner world as well as your outer world and the interaction between the two. So let's get started. We're going to go left to right. Work, 3 of roots, 3 of swords, morning. Vantage, wow. 333 for you. Vantage, 3 of feathers. Okay, I was about to fall off if it was going to be another one. 8 of feathers, swiftness. Okay, this is fascinating. Yesterday I was seeing all sorts of 333s. So Sagittarius is not my sun sign, but this is an interesting message. 333 altogether, if we just had these, would be a 9, which even though it's endings, actually asks you to look for beginnings. And 8 tells me that this is on to something quick. We're also in a 9-month. September is the 9th month. And this looks at the endings. I think it's really interesting because when you look at October, that gives us a sneak preview of how next year is going to go as far as the energy flow. So last October told us about this whole year. So anyway, we're looking at various endings for you. So let's go inside. We've got the morning and we've got the vantage. So all in all, we're talking about the processing of grief. We're talking about a situation which has ended. But I feel, Sag, that this is really good news. That you are looking at this situation which didn't work out or which caused you grief or which caused you sadness and pain in the past. You're looking at it with a different viewpoint, a different perspective, literally a different vantage point. Not only have you gained some distance from it, but you're also able to see its role in your life in a particular way, how it gave you an opportunity for growth, how it gave you an opportunity for change, and how it gave you greater connection, whether that's a connection with yourself, a connection with others. You notice all these 3 different feathers are tied with a red ribbon. So there's different layers of connection going on. For some of you, you may be finding a different community to connect with. But the idea is that you have moved on, you are moving past this, and it's no circumstance that we started, happenstance I should say, no happenstance, that we started this reading talking about endings, 9, because this situation is done. And not only are you done with the situation, you are done processing it. You are done going through it. You are done with it. Okay? This is about moving on. All right? So we've got that on the inside. Let's look at the outside. Work and the 3, and swiftness. Work and swiftness. Now these cards seem to be contradictory because 3 of Pentacles is all about slow and steady, wins the race, and 8 of Feathers is fast. This is happening fast. So what I feel like is happening is that you have been doing your work. You've been getting your work done in the outside world and going about it pretty happily, going about it with joy, going about it, I know I just said with joy, but I'm going to say enjoying the process. When suddenly you're swept up by something very fast, okay? Suddenly an energy comes in and just catapults you into a completely different place altogether. In fact, I'm going to ask for clarity about where this takes you. Father of Roots. Now that's lovely. That's really lovely because this sweeps you to full culmination. This is a culminating, finishing energy about getting to the end and having more than enough, being more than enough. It really feels like an ending, a finality. Like the energy of all the 9s and all the 10s in the deck in this card. So this 8 of feathers is an energy that comes to bring you even closer to a sense of you're done. Okay, we're done with this phase. I want to get a handle on why this is significant, so just give me a second. It's really about like just getting all of any lasting junk that you have, just get it out, because your time of feeling resolved, feeling completely resolute, and like the door has come full circle. I'm tripping over my metaphors here. You've come full circle and the door is closed. It's going to happen very fast. It's going to happen like you're off guard. So you're sitting here peacefully thinking you're just processing and getting a bigger perspective, and you're going through doing everything you need to do. But then suddenly you're like promoted or catapulted to this stage, which is I'm done. And there is a delight with this card. It looks out at the universe and it says, look at all these wonderful things that are around me. It knows that you've got everything you need to nourish yourself on the inside. He's got all these grubs and things. This is a star-nosed mole. But for like a perfect moment, he's at total bliss with the universe, total wonder, and total, like this sense of awe, which is hard. I hope it's just coming through the card, because I don't feel like it's coming through my words. There's just this sense that everything is in its place, exactly where it needs to be, totally right. And there's such a sense of delight and joy, not that like, whoa, I'm so happy things are happening, but actual appreciation and gratitude in this quiet moment that is so precious. And you're catapulted to this place where we're done. So you've gone through all the processing and all the emotional and all the letting go and leaving behind. And then you've gone through the, okay, now I need to understand what it meant and what I was supposed to learn, and the intellectualizing of it. And now you come to the place where you're just grateful for who you now are and who you have transitioned into being. And I feel like this is really a final end to a chapter. This is like the book closing and we're done. Okay, there's no sequel. We're done. Because whatever this phase is has finally ended, and we're on to something new after this, totally new. But this is the ending of a chapter that you finally, this is the happy ending where you look back and you say, okay, this is who I become, and this is me in a better place now because of all of this. So let me look at an advice card for you, Daughter of Arrows. Okay. So the Daughter of Arrows, all right, hang on. I'm sorry, they're talking to me, so let me just sit with them for a second. Okay, the Daughter of Arrows is reminding you of the healing. And you see how she's looking straight at that. She's looking straight at our Father of Roots here. We're in a healing process, and the process was healing. So don't detach from, at any stage in this process as it's going to unfold for you, don't detach from the idea of healing, because that healing is going to continue and going to continue to grow. It's kind of what grow. So it gives you the seeds for your next adventure, that healing, okay? Something else. Okay, this is also saying don't hang back from this process. That's why the universe had to bring you the swiftness card, because there's a reluctance a little bit to move on, because this has been so familiar. This issue and the processing of this issue is so familiar. It's like kind of, you know, if I drop this, then who am I kind of a thing. And this Daughter of Arrows will be tempted to hang on. She's going to be tempted to stay with this, but the overall advice that's coming through for you is let it go. Understand that this was your healing process. Don't hang back from this process. Move through and just drop it. Let go. All right, Sag, thanks so much for sharing your time and your energy with me. If you want to leave a comment, let me know how your journey's going. That's always welcome. I'm here for your growth. So if you'd like to reach out for a reading or you want to explore some of my other offerings, please check out the description below. There's some information for you there. I'll look forward to seeing you next time right here, Sag.